Hello, and what's up, everyone? I am back with another reaction video. Now, there was another reaction video request added, but that one was like 30 minutes, so I'm gonna save that for another day. I think either Tuesday, Thursday, or maybe next Saturday. I'm leaning more towards next Saturday. But anyway, this was suggested by Reaper. The truth about the Pizzaplex and FNAF security breach. Not much to say about it, but yeah. I don't know anything about this. I haven't seen the game. All I know is the endings. So, with that said, if you have any other video ideas or things you want me to react to, leave it down in the description not the description, the comments down below. The link to this video will be down in the description down below. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button to support the channel, support this kind of stuff, show your like for it, and y'all know all this kind of stuff. Also, be sure to hit the notification button to be notified immediately when a new video comes out, because now I'm doing Deltarune, I'm doing Minecraft, and I'm doing live streams like Sunday night. I'm hopefully gonna try again with a Dragon Ball Z Kakarot live stream and hope that it doesn't bug out. So with that said, let's get right into it.
It's been a month, and the Masters have shown their hand. But the points they make rely on an insane assumption that the game came out working as normal, telling a predestined story that's been in the works for years, but the reality is simply that it isn't. It's a beautiful beast characterized by cut content and bugs, and nothing is as it seems. I have over 150 hours in the game, all of which in some way have been moving towards discovering the truth of what's actually going on in the Pizzaplex, and what secrets it holds, and who's really in control.
I'm not here to make guesses or stretch information to meet my agenda. I far prefer to look at things as they're presented at face value, to try and capture the true spirit of Five Nights at Freddy's security breach. Why did the screwdriver allow me to travel back in time to resurrect Monty? Why is the Mapbot jump scare easily the scariest in the game? Why is this Monty the deadliest thing in the game? Does Vanny hold any significance at all, considering it's a rarity that we see her? How can the animatronics teleport? What do each of the 6 endings mean? How many people have lied to you about how the VIP ending works? And how many times is Afton going to come back? I'm not here to offer speculation. I'm here to provide answers. No longer must we rely on fan theories to construct an image in our minds of what's really going on, because my information is coming straight from the source. Though many people have read the books, I've played the game. The game starts with Freddy passing out and falling over on stage, presumably because Gregory has messed something up inside of him. But this isn't true. Do you really think that Freddy could have gone this first few minutes of showtime without noticing anything? And can you possibly imagine the crew who dragged him back to his room not checking his stomach hatch for an idea of what's up? Definitely not. Gregory got inside of Freddy after he returned to his room. Freddy was hacked by an external source while on stage. Someone who had access to the Pizzaplex's consoles and an intricate knowledge of animatronic systems. Someone who's been hiding for a long time, slowly learning. And for that matter, who's running the Pizzaplex anyway? The only staff we know of are the bots, Vanny/Vanessa, and maybe Afton. Someone or something is in charge of helping the animatronics teleport to Gregory every time he's seen by a staff bot. It isn't them, they are simple performers. But Freddy too can also teleport, despite being on the side of Gregory. There is a being pulling the strings and toying with Freddy, Gregory, and the others. Or there is a power struggle going on between 2 powerful individuals. One wanting to prevent Gregory from escaping the Pizzaplex and learning the truth, and the other trying to help him escape, or using him to push their own agenda. The Pizzaplex isn't as simple as it seems, something I've learned from tearing it apart.
Okay, that's can kind of make sense in a way. I mean, for all I know, Glitch Trap's like in the system. And he's controlling all these separate things one by one and making the animatronics that are on his side alerted of where Gregory could be. So in a way, sorry about hitting the mic and all that, but um, yeah, the only person I could think of really that could alert and control the animatronics is basically Glitch Trap, who is William Afton, and he's telling them the locations. And the only reason I can think of that working is if he's in the system. But that also contradicts some stuff, so...
With my bare hands like wet Play-Doh. They say the power is redirected to allow the animatronics to charge once an hour, and yet you can freely charge Freddy without influencing the power of other systems throughout the Pizzaplex, and without advancing time. So, this means that either charging doesn't require as much time and energy as we thought, or maybe time itself isn't what we think it is in the Pizzaplex. Let me ask you a question. If all Gregory and Freddy had to do was make it to 6 AM for Gregory to escape, what would have been the most logical solution? Well, hide in Freddy's penthouse, of course. They could have vibed through the night without a hitch, and Gregory could have simply left in the morning. Unless Freddy knew that time wouldn't flow as one might expect. Throughout the series, time has flowed as intended, with the player needing to survive a limited night cycle. So what's different about the Pizzaplex? Time doesn't progress naturally. Instead, time is assigned to items and actions in game, and in no particular order for that matter. Escaping the vent is 11:30 PM, getting to the front door is midnight, Pizzabot time of death is 1:30 AM, screwdriver is 2 AM, and so on. It doesn't matter what time it is, the screwdriver is always 2 AM, and the head is always 5:15. Whoever is trying to kill Gregory has a lot to lose, because the Pizzaplex is capable of time travel. And that's where Moon comes into play. After showtime, Freddy is taken down by a Moon Man and dragged off. Something incredibly glossed over in the game. But why would this ever happen? Besides a stern warning from Vanessa, all the animatronics seem free to explore as they please. Well, allow me to show you a clip from my stream.
Now, time travel, Pizzaplex. Yeah, yeah, I don't think so. It could be that everything they're doing just seems very slow, but
What you just witnessed was Moonman instantly killing me after I advanced time to get to 6 AM early. And it gives us a glimpse into what he really is. You wouldn't expect the daycare attendant to be allowed to leave the daycare. That makes no sense, unless there was a specific purpose for it. Unless Moonman was also trying to stop Gregory from discovering the time secrets of the Pizzaplex. We call him TVA Moonman, Time Variance Authority. Constantly on the hunt, always trying to catch and stop anyone who dares mess with the timeline. If you ever dare time travel out of order into a time when he's allowed to come out, he'll get you. Because somehow he knows what you've done. Just like the TVA getting alerted of a variant, Moon knows. And he'll hunt you down until you fix the timeline.
or it could be something the game developers made so that no one tries to cheat or do anything like that. And they have to complete things in a certain order and not just go willy-nilly. Because that is a possibility.
So let's return to this. Getting in the charging station sets the time to 2:55 a.m. and getting into the next room sets the time to 3:15. If Freddy had made it in to charge and you'd progressed into the parts and service repair bay, 20 minutes would have passed like that, breaking the illusion of the natural passage of time, so TVA Moonman had to step in, forcing the player to go through stupid vent and face the endos maintains the illusion. There's no doubt the Pizzaplex is powerful. It's likely that whoever this is has been kidnapping children like Gregory, perhaps to use them to destroy the Pizzaplex or expose its secrets, hacking Freddy to help them. And this is whoever is really running the Pizzaplex, to preserve its power for themselves and their goon squad. I've of course figured it out through extensive testing. So, Lydia, what'd you think of the theory so far? It's pretty good, right? Look, I know things haven't been great between us, Lydia, but we used to get along so well. Don't you remember those days, Lydia? I'll make you understand, Lydia. I'll explain who's really on top of the Pizzaplex. You'll see. But before we get to that, let's look over a few other oddities within the Pizzaplex to prove that time is relative and nothing is as it seems. Lowering voice volume skips all audio cutscenes immediately, because even sliders affect time. Falling out of the world places you back inside because the only way out is to force a time of day. It seems that the Pizzaplex exists floating in its own dimension. Perhaps that is how it's been able to escape the law all this time.
Or game border kind of stuff. I'm starting to think that this is just a theory based on random mumble jumble. Because it basically means it's the game border. I think this is like the first FNAF game that's... Yeah, it is actually. It's the first FNAF game that you can actually move around in and see everything. So it makes sense that there's a game border.
By moving freely between this void and setting up an already dead Afton to pose as the enemy while he maintains full control of permanent youth and strength by abusing time travel. The only bot who doesn't get dirty. The only bot who knows who you are. The only one whose allegiance no one ever questions. For the first time in the nearly decade-long history of FNAF, the developers threw the truth in our face at launch and we missed it. It's all Mapbot. And it always has been. He owns TVA Moonman. He controls the teleports, the staff bots, and the Pizzaplex as a whole, all while plaguing Vanessa's mind in an attempt to control and defeat his only adversary, Vanny. If Freddy doesn't get hacked at the start of the game, we all know what would have happened if he found Gregory. We've seen it before. It's Vanny who hacked into Freddy and turned him onto Gregory's team. Why else would she be hiding out in the Pizzaplex, with access to a computer setup that looks vaguely like my room? There's also evidence of this in her therapy sessions recordings.
And I'm surprised by your knowledge of computers.
Okay. This just sounds like random BS that someone's just trying to shove down my throat. That is literally what's happening right now. It's literally someone just putting together some random mumbo jumbo just so I can be satisfied with a somewhat crazy theory that's half but.
You're something of a feather. Do you know what that word means? It means you have unusual skill. Like a hacker.
When she's Vanessa, Mapbot torments her mind and turns her against Gregory. Like when Mapbot guided Vanessa to Gregory in order to bring him into the screwdriver at 1:55 as to not break the illusion of natural passage of time. But her mind is clear as Vanny, and just like the trailer suggested,
Gregory, we can get you out of here. You and me together.
she is trying to help Gregory. Given that it's been Vanny kidnapping kids like Gregory, it's likely that she isn't necessarily trying to help Gregory escape, but instead use him for her own agenda. But either way, she keeps him safe from Mapbot and his goons. Just like Mapbot teleports animatronics on Gregory to kill him, Vanny teleports Freddy to save him. On the few occasions where we do see Vanny, why do you think she's always behind Gregory? She's never in the way, but she knows that fear is a driving force, so she comes from behind Gregory, scaring him forward to complete his goal, prompting him to pick up the screwdriver, finish showtime, and escape Trashland. Vanny and Mapbot are locked in an eternal struggle for power over the Pizzaplex and its time travel. Like when Vanny tries to take Freddy somewhere like El Chips where Mapbot is more powerful, you can see the teleporting struggle between them, something that I've coined as Quantum Freddy. But while Mapbot wants control and to live forever, it's the complete opposite for Vanny. The therapy tapes reveal a very troubled girl.
He said he would always be watching. He could be here.
Or 2. Given the time travel potential of the Pizzaplex, it's not absurd to assume that Vanny and Vanessa are simultaneously individuals, but are still the same girl, differing in motives and character, but having been split by timelines. Vanessa has lived in turmoil, constantly being room and starts gaming on her arcade machine. He is enamored by the little golden girl with the sword and, like many of us, games all day. As he finally finishes the last level and looks at the time, it's 11 p.m. The night begins again, and Gregory screams as Mapbot takes him away to stuff him back into Freddy's chest, where he dreams of a world that doesn't exist. Vanessa overcoming her turmoil, Freddy and him escaping the Pizzaplex and sharing ice cream over top a hill. It's an all too fictitious daydream of a poor boy who is doomed to wake up and start everything over again. Car battery ending is where Mapbot is ignored. Gregory and Freddy escape the Pizzaplex together, but sure enough, Mapbot's there to try and stop them. Away from his...
Yeah, I don't believe it. Honestly, don't. Just seems like random stuff for a BSAU universe.
But Mapbot controls his systems and is pretending that he's still with us under the pretext of, I always come back. And by design, this fight has no guidance and makes no feckin' sense. Are you supposed to hide behind the bed, scream inside of Freddy, or just use Fredor? Neither of them make any sense, since the only guidance you're given is to hide, and it's too ridiculous to be real advice. Similarly to the car battery ending, Gregory and Freddy escape. But unfortunately, they think they defeated the baddie and the Pizzaplex will be safe. But little do they know that Afton was just a lifeless puppet on strings. Just like Afton is a distraction from the truth, this ending is a distraction from the real ending.
So, with all that said, I believe this is just total BS. What this person's saying is complete BS, and it's just that. It makes no sense. It's highly improbable, and it's highly stupid. And I haven't seen the full video. We still got like 4 minutes left.
And what I believe is canon. For the Pizzaplex and its time travel is too powerful to remain in this world. With all 5 other endings, the internet's lied to you. Your favorite YouTubers lied to you. You don't need all the golden collectibles. You don't need the golden masks. You don't need 60 collectibles, and you don't need 40 collectibles. It's been Mapbot's doing clouding everyone's mind about how this ending really happens. Because it's the only ending where Mapbot truly loses. Freddy burns down the Pizzaplex, destroying all of its power, and removing Mapbot in the process. Vanny comes to Gregory to thank him, but then Freddy spots her. Knowing that she hacked him and has been partially controlling him, Freddy flies into a furious rage, knocking them both off the rooftop.
This is so stupid.
For Vanny, it's the perfect release she was looking for, with Mapbot defeated and her soul finally being able to rest. The remnants of tormented Vanessa finally being destroyed, along with the Pizzaplex. This is the true ending. But the power within the Pizzaplex is destroyed and Gregory goes on to live whatever he lived prior. Most likely homeless, and potentially orphaned. It's sad, but that means that there will be no more kidnappings by Vanny to perform her plot. There have been many kidnapped children, and it's likely that Vanny largely chose children who wouldn't have many people looking for them, so if they failed their mission, not too much suspicion would be raised. Like I said before, that's who our hero is. Poetically, Gregory's just a pleb that was taken off the streets by Vanny. Likely told that if he was caught by anyone, he would have no help except from a big animatronic who wouldn't understand or be able to change anything if he knew what was really going on. In order to pull off this ending, you need 39 collectibles. Any collectibles, it's gotta be 6 a.m. Yeah. Why it's 39? I don't know. We all hate 39. In fact, whenever I bring it up, new people in the stream literally cringe in disgust at how you need 39 collectibles. People just hate the number 39. All my homies.
39?
The number 39. There is one character I never mentioned, who sits in the middle of our table.
Yeah.
Gigamonty.
So, this is this has to be a gag. This has to be a gag. This is just it just doesn't make sense, okay? This is complete and it's just completely random, okay? It's just complete random points in the story that were just that someone just decided, hey, this could be interesting, and just made into a amalgamation like theory that makes no total sense. So if this is a gag, ha ha ha, you got me. Uh, that's not a theory or anything. Heck, it's far from the truth. Why we can't go out the border? It's the game border. It's why we fall to the void. It's just design. Why certain things happen with the time? It's just glitching because we're doing events in an out of order fashion. And there's probably some game designs that prevent you from actually getting that option. So yeah, highly doubt that's the case. And why characters would appear in certain locations? Either Vanny did something, or Glitch Trap did something, and gave like your location or something. I don't know. I haven't played the game. This all just sounds stupid, and I haven't played the game. I haven't even played the game, and everything that was just said doesn't seem right. Alright. With that said, I hope you all enjoy. This is just completely random. It's just completely random. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button down below. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button to support this type of content. Also, check out the channel for other content that's provided. Because, you know, I got Deltarune, I got Minecraft, I got other reaction videos, and so on and so forth. Also, in the comments down below, be sure to leave what you think about this video. Also, what you want me to react to next. The link to this video will be down in the description down below. Finally, hit the notification button to be notified immediately when a new video comes out. I have more content coming out soon in the future, and if you enjoy all this content, you don't want to be late to miss it. So with that said, I hope you all enjoy, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!